A policeman stops another cop on the road. What do you think will happen? Don't worry, this is not a story of resisting arrest. It's a rather heartwarming story, so stay tuned. Before we start the video, please make sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you'd be notified when we release new videos. Let's get started! Michael Patterson was a state trooper going about his usual daily business. On that day, he was in charge of keeping the roads safe. As you know, state troopers would pull over cars for overspeeding, reckless behavior, and even other potentially criminal behavior. There would be some other instances where some of the drivers didn't follow the state code, like the one driving this white BMW that he pulled over to the side of the road. He asked the driver to pull down his window to be able to talk with him. Michael made sure to give Matthew Bailey, the driver, a firm reminder that his tint was too dark according to the city ordinance. Dark tints can be the cause of people doing shady activities due to the immense privacy that it covers vehicles. But this time the driver was easy to deal with and just said that he'll have it replaced once he gets home. The cop didn't push any further nor even gave him a ticket, but just struck a conversation with the man before he let him go. He was surprised to know that the man he pulled over was a retired cop. The driver was rather ashamed for not having known the rules in the area and wanted to have a perfect record knowing his past occupation. Michael asked him where he used to serve. He said it was in Piscataway, a small town near where they were. His ears perked up at the sound of his hometown. The young officer tried to rack his memories by telling him his birthday, October 5th, 1991. The older man was shocked, with wide eyes. "Were you that kid?" he asked. "Which street did you live in at Piscataway?" "Pole Place," Michael said. The former cop smiled at him. It was undeniable this was the man that saved Michael's life many years back. Matthew Bailey was just a rookie back then. He was dispatched to Pole Place because of the distress call of a woman about to give birth. His plans were to take his car and rush her to the hospital to save her and her son's life. However, things were about to take turn for the worst. Usually, pregnant women get a certain feeling if the baby is about to come out. When that feeling arrives, there are normally a few hours before you can get to the hospital. However, in this case, Michael's mom, Karen, wasn't really feeling anything until the infant was ready to come out. This isn't her first time going into labor, but it was the first time she was playing a dangerous guessing game whether it was time to go to the clinic or not. When Karen felt intense pain, it was too late for them to get to the hospital. Her husband called 911 in hopes to get medical personnel to attend to her. However, time was running out. But as if a miracle happened, Matthew Bailey arrived at the scene. He was the nearest officer in the area and rushed to help them out. His plan to take her to the hospital would obviously not work this time. The baby was coming out right here and right now. The officer's instincts clicked. He asked the husband to call Karen's doctor. He asked the doctor to give him directions on how to deal with the situation. Although Matthew wasn't a trained professional, he was willing to take responsibility because he has a sense of duty to help the people he serves. Because the man knew how to follow detailed instructions, he successfully delivered the child, removed the umbilical cord, and handed the baby over to the parents. Matthew didn't know that he would be delivering a child that day, but it's a once-in-a-lifetime experience. If he hesitated for just a minute that day, Michael might not have been there to have that sweet moment with him. It didn't matter anymore that he got pulled over just for the dark tint on his windows. Meeting the kid you saved years ago was a bizarre experience, and meeting the man who saved you 30 years ago is also as crazy as it sounds. Isn't life great? Even if we can't feel what Michael felt when he realized that Matthew was the one who saved him, we can still appreciate the people that make the efforts to make our lives better. Police officers like them keep the peace around us. Our teachers teach us to be more mature. Our friends let us have fun, and our parents work their utmost best to give us the life we deserve. That's it for today's video. Please subscribe to the channel and tick the notification bell for more inspiring content like this one. Goodbye!